Hello! Today I will be talking about how was school in the US for me and my exchange year experience with school overall. The first thing I want to touch on is classes. I loved that in the US you could pick your classes. There are 4 of them that you need to take, but you still have some wiggle room for your level or I don't know, topic or something. So you have to take English, a science, math, and history. I took AP English, which is a college level course, and I loved it. I took US history, which is compulsory for exchange students. I took forensic science, which was amazing, and I would never have that opportunity in Romania because you only studied that in your last year of police academy or something. And I took, I think, algebra 2. I'm not into math. I can do it. I'm decently good at it, but I don't like it, so I just went there and tried to do something decent, but I didn't stress about it too much. For the other 3 classes, you can pick whatever you want. I decided to take audio video production, theater, which I used to do in Romania before, but outside of school, and photojournalism, but besides that, I wrote for the school newspaper, I took some pictures for the yearbook, and it was wonderful. Those are courses that you can never take at a school in Romania, and it felt like an amazing opportunity to try them out. The schedule is different, like you have the same schedule every day, you have the same classes every day, whereas in Romania you have a weekly schedule and you just take different classes every day. And I think the American system is better just because you tend to forget a lot more here from one week to the other if you just have 1 class per week, and it's harder to study for. Also, I know I'm jumping from one thing to the other, but I did not sit down and memorize something by heart. I didn't need to know everything by heart, and I didn't need to put that much effort into it, but somehow magically I just knew, and the information just got into my brain and everything worked perfectly fine, even though I didn't spend hours and hours doing homework and studying. It just, by doing it every day and focusing a lot more on practicality and taking action and trying things out and playing games, discussing it in class, helped me a lot more than just somebody telling me what to write down on a notebook and then me having to memorize it. When it comes to homework, there's definitely less of it. Also, you have a lot more wiggle room in between your classes. Well, not necessarily in between your classes, but in your classes after you finish with the lesson or whatever else you're doing. I had enough time to do all my homework. I rarely did homework after school or studied after school unless there was something more complicated like an essay to write for my English class. It felt amazing, like I could unwind after school and do whatever I wanted and have time for other things, and I'm just a very stressed person by default, and having to do school after school, it's messing with my brain. It's just better for me to learn by doing, not by just sitting down and trying to memorize it. Another thing is I had a laptop. I didn't have to write down a lot of things, and that was amazing. Now I have a sore hand every time I come back from school, which is not fun. It takes less time, and I don't know, you just have everything in one place. You don't have to carry a very, very heavy backpack with you everywhere with tons of books and then papers, and you lose the papers and you forget papers, and you just have your laptop and there's everything on it. There is a platform where teachers, well, all your teachers put your work and your lessons and PowerPoints and everything. You just work on that and it's just much easier. And the platform was amazing. I think I'm rolling some clips of it. It's just, I loved it. Other than that, the breaks between classes, for me at least, there were 5 minutes. It would be challenging sometimes because I would have to run from one side of the school to the other side of the school. And the school was ginormous. It was huge. It was, ugh. It was something very different than what I'm used to. I didn't have much time. That was not a problem for me necessarily, because I didn't know a lot of people and I didn't have a lot of people to talk to, so it was actually helpful. I used to have a lunch break which was 20-30 minutes or so. They do have a cafeteria, which is amazing because you usually don't get one in Romania and you don't have somewhere to buy food, and if you don't pack any, you're probably gonna starve for the rest of the day. So it was nice. I would usually pack my lunches, but it was nice having the option of, if I was really tired and I didn't feel like it and I would have some money left, I could just buy some food and eat it and socialize with people and sit down and not rush to eat like something granola bar in 3 minutes because I decided I need to go to the bathroom too. So it's better overall. Teachers was again a very different thing in America versus Romania. A lot of teachers in Romania just want to do their thing and leave most of the time. I'm not saying all teachers, but a lot of them. In America, it was amazing. Your teacher was your friend. You would respect them, but they would respect you too.
Anytime you're ready.
All right. It would be equally entertaining to talk to a friend and a teacher. Your teacher was your friend and you would just get along with it. You could talk with your teacher about your day. You could tell them like about your animals, your trips, everything. They were interested to get to know you, not just what you managed to memorize and study while you were sleep deprived and just not interested. And when it comes to final exams, in Romania you have baccalaureate, which is something I don't want to talk about because I don't like it and I'm supposed to take that in the near future, and it's not fun. Again, you have to memorize a lot of stuff, not necessarily learn something from it, just memorize it, and then after you finish with the exam you're like, I don't remember anything. So in America you have 3 possibility of exams. As I took an AP class, I could take an AP exam. If you take that exam, you just don't have to take that class in college anymore. The other exams are SAT and ACT. It's not even close to what the Romanian exam is like, but you can take that whenever you want, from your freshman year to your senior year. You can study for it. No, you have to study for it individually, and you just work at your own pace. You don't have to take that exam. It's not compulsory. It's not something that you have to get done whenever you finish your senior year. You just take it if you want to take it, if your choice of college requires it, or if you just want to take another exam, which I don't think somebody wants to, but that's your own choice. And most of the time you have to pay for it. You also have to pay for the AP exam. In my experience, people were kinder, more understanding. They were more, I don't know, attentive to what everybody else thinks, and they tried to not hurt anybody on purpose. Nobody would whisper behind your back, but also like really close to you so you can hear it. Nobody was that passive aggressive and overall mean. A lot of people are mean, but the ones that I came in contact with were not really like that. But it might just be my own experience. Another thing I touched on, but I want to emphasize here as much as I can, you don't have to memorize. For the 11th time I said it in this video, you have to understand and you have to work with something, and by doing things, by doing practically whatever you want to learn, and by trying it out and working in teams and discussing, helps you learn it a lot faster, more easily, and just reduces a lot of stress overall. I like that method of teaching, and I would like to see Romania introduce some of that too. But as of this moment, there isn't anything done in that direction. School starts earlier, at least in my case it did. I would have to be at school at 7:20, whilst in Romania I have to be there right now at 8 and 10 minutes, or usually at 8 a.m. But that was a less pleasant things to do. There are a lot more sports and a lot more options of classes. You can do literally anything you want in school. You can go to clubs and meetings after school, and even if the things you want to do can't fit in your daily schedule for some reason, you can do them after school and you can get enrolled in a lot of groups. There is a bigger sense of community there. There is girls soccer, boys soccer, tennis, American football, what else? Baseball, basketball, gymnastics, dance class, theater class, audio video production, as I told you, photojournalism, newspaper class, yearbook class where you just get to contribute and make a yearbook. I actually have a yearbook, but I don't have it right here with me. It's in the other room. I think that's a lot more, I don't know, impactful, if you want to call it that way, more interesting than just at the end of your 12 years of school you get to take some pictures and there is an album with everybody in it, and that's about all. In the yearbook you have articles, you have pictures taken all over the year, stories behind some people, events captured, everything that happened. It's like a nice piece of history for like 100 years from now. If somebody would find it, they would have something to read about. It would be interesting for them. If someone would find a senior year album from Romania, they would be just like, oh, some old pictures of some people. That's, well, it's there, but it's not the same. Sadly, I didn't fully get to experience the homecoming week, which I don't fully understand up until this moment, but there was no dance because of COVID. It was interesting. You had to dress up that week every single day as something else, like your school color or something like that. I didn't do all of them, but I did some of them. You get to go to American football games. I didn't go because I was too scared and I didn't know anybody up until that point. But I did get to experience prom and it was so fun and amazing. And I wish I could relive it, and I miss it, and I just loved it. I got to dress up. I looked like a princess, if I may say so myself. And it was just, it was dancing and laughing, and everybody was getting together with their friends and just having a good time. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm sure I did. I can't think of anything else on the top of my mind right now. All I want to say was amazing. I hope this video will help somebody that's just about to embark on their exchange year, or will do that next year or 3 years from now, or however many years from now on. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's that. See you next time. Bye.